designing a piece of jewelry, I'm looking for the color in here that is most contrasting. And what I see in here is turquoise, and I just happen to have some turquoise leather that I'm going to be using to bead embroider my handmade cabochons. Let me just get that for you real quick. I want you to look at how closely this color here matches. The next part in this is where you pick out your beads of similar contrasting colors as what you have in your material and what you have in your suede. And the colors that I've picked, some rose golds, some blue turquoise, some fiery reds, and some very dark blues. I do a pattern on a butcher paper. I fold it in half, I cut it out, and then I fold the ends in like this. These ends right here will be the material itself, and this part in the middle here will be the suede. And that's how I design my pieces, so that they have a little bit of interest and contrast. You're going to want some spray adhesive, your cut square of your suede beading foundation, a cut square of your interface made by Pellon, and then you'll spray the back side of the suede and one side of the Pellon with your spray adhesive. Smooth it out, place it on top of each other and smooth it out. And this gives you a supportive beading foundation for your bead embroidery. This next step, we need a marker, your pattern, your beading foundation, and your beading material. Cut out around the collar itself. So the next step, you want to pick out your focals, meaning your main focus on your piece. And these are the handmade cabochons that I did. And then you just kind of design it however you want it to look on your piece. I'm going to do a set of earrings along with the collar itself. I chose my beading elements, some dark blues for some beautiful contrasts, and some coppery reds and rose golds to complement all the colors and kind of tie it together. Part of my design element is to start with the bottom and just do one cabochon at a time and then work my way up and out. What I do is I glue my cabochons onto the beading foundation using E6000. Okay, I've got my beads on my beading mat. I've cut my flow art material to match my collar. And before I attach it, I'm going to do some edging right here and right here. Take your needle and push it through. start picking up your beads. To start an edging, you usually pick up 2 beads. Push your needle back through. Oops, I'm stuck on something. Okay, push your needle back through. Take your beads back up to the edge. Okay, hang on here so that they sit right there on the edge. Flip it over and go through the second bead. Just like that. So what you should have, and let me go ahead and focus in. What you should have is something like this. And you'll go ahead and add another bead. And you do this one at a time. Bring that bead on down. Bring the bead down. This will give you an idea of where you want to put the thread. So you'll want to keep it as even as possible. Push it on through. And then bring the needle through that bead. And yeah, you just keep doing that all along this edge. And I'll bring you out just a little bit so you can kind of see that it will be nicely edged once you attach it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and finish the other one up. I'll be right back. I finished the edging of the flow art beading material and attached it to the beading foundation. So both sides are done, and that's what it should look like. Next, I'll start beading the cabochon. I use a waxed bead thread called silamide. I'm using ash gray because it goes with everything. I've already threaded my needle, and I've decided to use this beautiful blue sapphire bead for around the cabochon. I'll continue like that around the whole cabochon, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've finished beading around the cabochon, the very first row. The next row I'm going to do a even peyote stitch. So I'm going to skip over that one bead. I'm going to go into the next bead. Just one bead, there we go. I'll go through that, and then I'll bring the thread through, and you'll see that bead is sitting next to that other one. did some outlining after I added the cabochons on the sides. I'm going to do just a little bit more beadwork, and then I'm going to cut around the cabochons and the edging, attach the backing, and then do the fringe. Okay, so the other design technique that I use is putting the fringe on the earrings so that I can make it match the rest of the color. This is just a color comp, and what this does is it gives me a good idea of what will match with the paint pour material. I've completed adding all the elements that I want to this piece, and I've done some outline edging. I've also measured out and cut the backing for this piece. So at this point, I'm going to put the backing on the piece. I'm going to use some tacky glue because it's pliable and it's clear. And then I'm going to edge and fringe. It's looking good. Okay, I'll be back for the next step. Okay, I have added the backing and all the edging. And as you can see, I added the findings on the edge, which gives it a nice finished look. And now all I need to do is add the fringe. So as you can see, I just basically did edging as neatly as possible all the way around the piece.